Hey guys, just Greg. So today we're going to be playing C14 Dating, and as you can hear, it has pretty amazing music. So let's jump right into it. Woo! Is this it? I glanced at the map, which highlighted road names along with a star next to my destination. After comparing, I came to the conclusion this wasn't the place. But I was close. So this is a sim dating simulator, but this time we're not playing a guy. We're playing a girl. So we're gonna date guys, and this is gonna be amazing because it's gonna be something very new for me, and I like it. The village, Koreans, was clustered by the Meuse River, and I paused to admire the pretty gardens surrounding the house. I was oddly calm, despite being over 5,000 miles from my Californian home. The reality of being in another country had yet to sink in. Oh no, are we in Japan? Wow! Up ahead, there was a clearing separated the road by a fence on the other side. A few tents were stationed behind a two-story building. I spotted an open chain gate with a billboard in front of the driveway. It said, Grotte de Calais, and today. So we're in France! This is better! I've always wanted to be in France. I've actually been to France, and in France, is it cool? Not really, it's just a normal European city, I guess. That's the place! A familiar figure stood by the entrance. She was currently talking to a middle-aged man. But when she saw me, she gave me a cheerful wave. Hi! As I ran up to her. So it's her mom or something? Or her grandmother? Sherry! With one hand on my bag handle, I exchanged a half embrace with my professor. Oh, it's a professor! I didn't know you already arrived. If you have called me, I would have come and pick you up at the station, darling. You've mentioned that the case wasn't far, so I wanted to soak in the scenery and enjoy the sights. I'm glad you made it safely. Was it difficult taking the train? Oh, I'm so old. Nope. Well, I tried to practice my French. Le baguette. Le croissant. Via la vie! At the ticket station until the person said that he could speak English. Ha! A French person speaking English. Now that is something I've never seen. This game is a lie. He pointed me in the right direction. Oh, at least you're able to brush up on your French, darling. You'll find it's not too different from Spanish. You'll catch up quickly. Wait, we're from Spain? Why are we from Spain? This is so awesome! I thought we were either American or Japanese, but Spanish? That's cool. I groaned inwardly. My Spanish wasn't the most fluent. Shit! We're not Spanish! Shit! But I mentioned it in my interview when discussing how I would cope with staying in Belgium without knowing French. We're in Belgium?! I thought we were in France! But we're in Belgium! That's so close to me! That's freaking close to my country! Holy shit! Can we speak Belgian, please? I beg you! Please have Dutch Belgium stuff! I beg you! Dutch! Sorry about that. I glanced around, then turned to Sherry. Where's Paige? Didn't she say she would be arriving earlier today? Or was that tomorrow? I got an email from her yesterday saying there was a family emergency. She won't be able to participate this summer. I failed to hide my disappointment. Paige was the other student from my university who planned to attend this field school. We even worked out trips to do every weekend during our stay. I mustered up a weak smile. Oh, Paige is not here? It's understandable. can't be helped if it's family. Then it would just be me. Sherry gestured to the other person, present to change the subject. Before I forget, let me introduce you to Professor Augustin Dupont, Chief Archaeologist at Collective. I eagerly extended my arm for a handshake. Everything I heard about Mr. Dupont was from Sherry, and she mentioned that he was a revered Belgian archaeologist. It's an honor to meet you. I am Melissa Flores, a junior. Come on! I'll look forward to... Oh wait, that's not a Belgian accent. I look forward... They're French Belgians, so I look forward to seeing Cherie's students every summer. It's a pleasure to meet you. Wait, why am I going Italian all of a sudden? It's me, Mario! Hey, it works! It works! Mr. Dupont spoke with a heavily French accent that familiarly sounded like Italian, but I had no trouble comprehending him. Have you gone over everything with Cherie? When the students from Liege arrive tonight, they'll get their first lecture before dinner. Mamma mia! Fuck, I don't care he's French. He's from now on, he's Italian, because I can't do a French accent. He's Italian from now on. Deal with it! Yes, I'll still attend the lecture though. If I was going to be submerged in the language, I might as well start by hanging out with the local students. Mr. Dupont eyed my suitcase. It must have been a tiring trip. Come, we will show you around the back. Students will be spending the weekend here. Oh, we reached the clearing. And I spotted the same tents, most clustered around the perimeter, against the bushes, and a few were closer to the building. I heard some girls scream, le baguette, le baguette, le baguette! I guess they were having a cooking class inside the tents. Feel free to pick one. These are for the students who don't own their own tents or air mattresses, or couldn't bring them. The chief archaeologist gave a nod, then excused himself. He probably had other matters to attend to before the students arrived. I studied the tents next to the building and thought about my phone, which still is in airplane mode. How's the Wi-Fi here? Really? How's the Wi-Fi here? They're tents! What? If you stay in that tent, you might get Wi-Fi. It doesn't extend much here in the back. If you brought a laptop, you can leave it in the laboratory. It's been done before. Everything gets locked up at night for safekeeping. Fair enough. At least I can keep in touch with my parents. Once you've finished, come back to the front and we'll give you a tour. Will we get to see the cave today? It's already locked, so you'll have to wait until morning, dear. Yes, here in Belgium, they apparently close caves. I didn't know either. I guess the Belgians are really weird people. And the anticipation built. I thanked her and started unpacking. There was already a mattress, a pillow, and a sleeping bag in place, and it only took a few moments to settle in. I'm not gonna lie, I hate tents, I hate camping, but this looks nice. And what's that? Is that a... I hope that's a flask, because I'm not going... Let's just keep it at a golden flask that coincidentally vibrates at night. Okay, it's a flask that's golden and vibrates. Nothing wrong. It's very Belgium. Grabbing a small storage bag, I zipped my tent and hurried over to the front of the building. Anyway, this is main entrance. This will take you to the... She opened the door and my eyes widened when I saw display after display. Whoa, that's Belgian chocolate. Whoa, that's more Belgian chocolate. Whoa! Oh wait, no, that's just a mirror of me, Jesus. So it was a museum, and a remarkably tiny one. After one loop, I was already back to the entrance. I wanted to examine the displays more, but I figured I'd have more free time later. Sherry and I ascended the stairs by the entrance. This room is more of a multi-purpose room. It can be used for lectures, and where findings are cleared if the weather isn't suitable for outside. I cradled the storage bag, wondering how to bring up the question. Fortunately, Sherry noticed. Something important there? The extra insulin I won't be using yet. It needs to avoid extreme temperatures. Is there somewhere safe I can store it? Of course. Thank you for reminding me. Feel free to use the indoor kitchen. Since it's restricted to staff members, Augustine has granted you access, since he knows you're diabetic. Diabetes. She led me to the... Whoa, that was a lot of spit. She led me to the back, giving me a chance to store the insulin bottles in the fridge. And to conclude the tour, this is the lab. This is where most of the research takes place. How many students will be here? It varies. There can be as many as 40, or as few as 20. Students from Liege are required to devote at least 4 weeks working at an archaeological site, regardless of their major. Therefore, we may get a lot of music and art students too. The other students will be arriving soon. How's the jet lag? Not bad so far. A little fatigued, but nothing else. I'm going to be up all night, aren't I? Worst case scenario, I'll give you an extra day to prepare yourself for the dig. You have reviewed the material I've given you, right? Yeah, I've looked at it. Is there anything else you'd like to go over? Basic lessons in biology? Intercourse with old ladies? It has been a month since my last lecture. Inquire about Hill and Cove. How long have you been digging here? Go to itinerary. I don't even know what that means. Go over field school grading system. Ask about Augustine. Neanderthaler or Neanderthal? That's all. That's all. We know all this shit because we're students. We're American, so we know this shit. I think I'm good for now. Great! However, if you have any new questions come up, feel free to ask. We heard activity outside compete with loud voices and footsteps on the gravel. It sounds like the students from Liege are here. Augustine will start the lecture very soon. Huh? No chance to unpack or get ready or anything like that? No. All of the students are given instructions on when to arrive. Punctuality is valued greatly here. He'll lecture now, and the students will settle in after. I'll be on my way. Some students stood while others sat on the stone tiles in front of the building. A few leaned against their luggage, but they all formed semicircles around Augustine. There were about 30 faces, and I wondered how the camping grounds would contain them all. They fell silent when Augustine began to speak. Although I picked up the key words such as archaeology and grots and sediment, much of it was lost to me. He repeated "Cochlear" a lot too. However, his gestures were vibrant, and I sensed the passion behind his voice. It got me looking forward to excavating tomorrow. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like or maybe a share. You can also subscribe if you want to see more. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comment section below. Anyways, guys, this is Greg signing out. I really love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.